Welcome everybody. My name is James and I've been reselling on eBay for over 20 years. I sell over 2,000 items a month. So during this video, make sure you comment below on your favorite item sold. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that jive. And let's get to pulling some orders. What's going on, everybody? So I waited till 3, a little bit later, and hoping that I would have more sell so I could get more out today. But eBay is kind of like, it's slower, but not slow enough to complain about. So it's like 3 items an hour. So better than what it's been, but still kind of slow. So I'm just, instead of drafting today, I'm taking pictures, getting stuff listed. Hopefully some new stuff that I list today will pop up and sell quickly. New arrivals, if you will. So I got 2 new arrivals for the midday shipping shift. And we've got an OEM PlayStation controller. If you don't know what OEM means, it's basically an original, and you can look on the back and see, like, if it's a Sony PlayStation, you see Sony, type in, instead of just using Sony controller, type in the model number, and that'll give you all the information you need. OEM means it's an original. It's not like a third-party seller who made the controller, basically. So this sold for $12, and then we got an Oregon, I'm still having problems freaking talking today, Oregon Ducks hat that sold for $11. So, speak correctly, James. All right, let's get to pulling and get these few orders I got 10. There was about 10 left over from earlier, and then so we got 16 now. So let's just get them pulled and get this stuff shipped off. We have another one of my fourth quarter only sales that just peeks in right here. Get it. And that was from my Borders buyout. And it sold for, I believe, $10. But I don't have the page up. 9 or 10. Just like the other ones. Let's be friends. No, I don't want no friends. I've got enough friends. Friends can't be trusted. Oh, just playing the part of a bitter 50-year-old man. No, I'm joking. But anyway, a cute little kid song, Let's Be Friends. CD sold for $5.50. CT56 is where I'm going. I'm looking for an AT&T hat, which is black and blue. So we see how easy or how difficult it is to find with just one hand. Here it is, right? Yes. We got AT&T hat sold for $10. $10. Now, did you close the door behind you? You probably did not, did you? You didn't close the door behind you, so now I gotta go all the way upstairs and close the door. Is this true? Excuse me, is this true? All right, I'll be back, kids. Don't follow me. Stay here. Stay. I'll be back. Stay. I said stay. Goofballs. I said stay, didn't I? All right, let's get to work, kids. All right, we're going to CT80. We're going to CT80. You're in a playful mood. You're so goofy. You're gonna knock me over. There's your dog show for the day. Now I forgot what hat I was looking for. That one. It sold for $8.25. got a gold stamp promo. You don't see many gold stamp promos on cassettes, except for some of the earlier ones, because they use that on LPs, but not so much on cassettes. So this cassette sold for $7.50. White Boy Blues. And I just can't seem to break the shackle of the city boy blues. Wrong song, but anyway, just reminded me of it. All right, White Boy Blues, Jeff Beck, Jimmy Page, Eric Clapton, John Mayall CD on Castle Communications. Sold for $10. What? Christmas with Perry Como. Sold for $5.50. All right, we got this Latin piece that I am not going to try to even pronounce and totally disrespect and destroy the words of the Spanish language. And I took Spanish in high school only because it was the easiest. I can say, Hola, ¿cómo está? Me llamo Jaime, ¿y tú? And that's probably about as far as it goes. All right, the CD sold for $9. All right now, rap with facts. Addition. If your ass don't know 2 + 2, then your ass needs to go back to school. I don't know, but I made that up. It's probably not what's on here. This cassette sold for $7. All right, 3 Rivers, 2 Centuries, One Great City, Fort Wayne Bicentennial, vintage stingy sweatshirt, sold for $10. Morton Farms hat sold for $10. Make your knees touch your elbows. I can hear my stereo in my office and Nellie's playing right now, so I can barely hear it come down here. All right, Teamsters 618 hat sold for $6. $6? Good Lord. Hell to the yeah. I'm gonna, I just had an item sold that I just listed, so I'm gonna go pull that. So it's in the office for new arrivals. Had to pause my music. So the way I'm kind of laying it out here is list 1 all the way through 20 is where I'm at now. This is new arrival stuff. This stuff over here is stuff that I have drafted but no pictures yet. And then this stuff is the stuff I'm working on, which will eventually put all of these as these list ones, new arrival bins. So as I pull from storage and what have you. So my latest listings, we got this little guy. And if you don't know, he's a Build-A-Bear. And this is why I grab all Build-A-Bears, because at the bins anyway, because you can get them cheap, obviously. But if they're not worth anything, you can lot them up. Plus, it saves time looking them up while you're there. So you're not really losing out too much. But if you find limited ones, the St. Louis Zoo always has limited ones, and they are rare. Even though he's got a little rip in them that they'll have to sew up. No big deal on a Build-A-Bear. But he sold for $80, and he sold within like 5 minutes of listing them. So, well, probably more like 15 minutes, let's say, because I was downstairs pulling for a little bit. So $80 in 15 minutes for a Build-A-Bear. I'll take that any day. Right, little guy? You said it, buddy. You said it. Here's a little tip that you may not do, or if you do, good for you. If you have a thermal printer, every time you have to put a new roll in, you have the one pull out that you have to feed forward and pull out. So instead of throwing them away, I throw them back behind my computer. Then also, I don't know if yours does this, but when my roll gets low, it starts crinking up when it prints, so I don't like to do that. So I have a lot of extra leftover ones. I use them for labels on things around, like if you see on that purple tote, the CT47. So I use them for labels here and there, up on top, that T13. But I also use them to cover up advertising on boxes. So instead of just pitching them, you can repurpose them. All right now. So let me go and look in the comment sections and look for a question or so to list. or to talk about here in this video. I think buyers are broke right now, mainly focus on new inbox gifts right now. Not really. There's always a market for pre-owned. I mean, every year in the past, I still do good numbers, even selling Christmas stuff after Christmas. So there's always room for both. So I don't feel that's true, honestly. Let's see. Just slightly confused, nothing new. Hope you can explain this. I pay promoted at trending +2. So how can all of my traffic numbers be down? My sales basically stable, still pulling in what I always do. I just don't get paying eBay, but it looks like I'm not getting any views. Well, the views things, I got to say my views are down too. They're usually down about 30%. Some days are down 50%. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I do think eBay is still having site issues, obviously, from all the crap that they've been throwing at this website that it can't handle. So my views are down. Even on my good day, my best day last Thursday was like a $1,300 day, but yet my views were still down, I think like 20%. So I'm not sure what's going on. I promote way above the norm, and that is so I can sell through my stuff quicker, but yet my numbers are down. When I'm having a good day where I'm getting good placements and I feel like I'm getting the value out of my promoted, there's nothing like it. I mean, it's worth promoting. Also, when it comes to views, there's other things that go into consideration too, not just paying promoted. There's all different kinds of things. I'm not an algorithm expert, but I like to think a lot of different things play into getting good space. And that would be running sales, even doing the offer, like the little bonus coupon that gives you an extra like red flag when people are scrolling eBay that says, hey, extra 10% off, something like that. So there's a lot of little things like that you can do. Also, the end items and sell similar, or just clicking on the item. What I do sometimes is I will put my store link on Facebook and ask my friends, hey, I don't expect you to buy anything, but can you do me a favor? Click on my store and just click random items, 1, 2 items. And if your friends will do that for you, then you'll see an increase in those items selling. That's just the way eBay's algorithm works when it comes to the best match. The things that go up higher in the best match are the things that get clicked on the most. But I have noticed if I go in and click on an item, then I go back and check eBay. If I do a before and after, and I go back and check best match on eBay, it comes up really high. So that could be a situation you try also if you have a medium or a social following, even just friends. It doesn't take much. Even if you just go through and click some things, you will notice that if you click something, it sells quicker for some reason. So those are just other little things. I'm a lot older than you, busting my butt and hurting the next day doesn't seem worth it. Let me click on this. I sell a lot of freaky large size used shoes. All right. My chart is like that also. 1 really good day and 3 to 4 in a row with crap. Well, I can say from experience, selling large shoes is it's hard. You can get a little bit more sometimes out of large shoes, but I know from a fact that I sat when I had a huge shoes inventory. The larger ones were harder to move, and you would think they would be easier because there's less of them out there, but they are a little bit harder to move. So my suggestion would be, well, hopefully that's not all you sell. The way I kind of look at it too about things is if I'm having like a low thing, one of the things I'll do, one of many, is I'll start listing oddball stuff just to get a different amount of traffic in my store. Because you may hit on a category that's really hot, and even if it don't sell, it might cause a lot of traffic into your store, which may bump a bunch of random items up in the search, which may turn into more sales. That could be one thing to try. I don't necessarily see 3 or 4 bad days in a row. When I see like 3 or 4 consistent issues as opposed to average. I know what my averages are going to be, but they're based on the roller coaster of eBay. So when I see consistent, that tells me something's wrong, something's off, something's going on, because that's not a norm. Unless if you sold the same thing consistently, yeah, I sell a lot of hats, but I sell a lot of different hats. It's not somebody just going in searching for hats every time. It could be somebody going in searching for Cardinal stuff or whatever the case may be, baseball or football or whatever. So you get a lot of different style traffics buying the hats, not just somebody looking for hats, if that makes sense to you. So when you sell a bunch of different stuff and you get that consistently, something's not right. I would suggest, all those little suggestions, try those. Play around just with different things and see what kind of, see if it causes anything. Always keep an eye on your numbers when you're doing it. Do it before and after and see if it generates anything different. Put them on sale. Try the coupon. They'll give you an extra little red flag, like I said, to make people stop and look. Social media shares. If you don't have a Pinterest, just sign up for a Pinterest, and you can share your items on Pinterest also. So just make a folder for my eBay items and make on your Pinterest. It's really simple. I don't even use Pinterest, but I have it there. So if I want to get extra views on something, I will click on that listing on eBay, share it to Pinterest. I'll share it to Facebook. Just little things that don't cost anything. Make a Facebook group for your eBay store. It don't really have to be anything, just something that you can share your items to in order to find more traffic. So that's a way to do it too. So those are pretty easy and free things to do. So hope that helps. If I think of anything else, I'll comment below on the statement. But thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for the support, and get that money.